Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome back to Friendsim 2. Last we left off in the revolution rounds, we just managed to finish Act 3. So let's just get right into it with Volume 4, They Become What They Beheld. Continue to the next volume. Player discretion is advised. Oh wait, I should probably have read that full thing. Story. Second, help. Where was it? The depiction of drug use, depiction of and discussion of state institutionalized violence, depiction and discussion of death, depiction of blood, depiction of torture, and has action script. So yes, player discretion is advised. So you and Marcy walk together in hollow silence. I should probably Malik. Watching the fires over the city again. This is the legacy the Empire leaves us. This is what they want. Zebra. #blessed to be able to provide shelter, food, and clothing to my low-blood work study. Nothing rushes me more than the meaning and purpose in life. And interesting. Skylar's profile is no longer found. It has been deactivated by the Imperial Fleet Propaganda Division. Any attempts to locate the individual referenced therein will be referred to the appropriate legis corpus authorities. This count has been deactivated by order of Imperial Fleet Command. And trending in entertainment, GrubTube shuts down rebel broadcasts used by the known terrorist Tetrarch amidst protests in the city of Everdom. Which is trending in entertainment. Trending in politics, High Imperator postpones address in light of rebel attack. Trending on Ontario, rebel bombing on satellite 5762A leaves 49 dead. Jeez. You and Marty walk together in hollow silence. Eternia and its two moons fill in the night sky, oppressively close. The light paints the fault desert in strange colors, and the air around you has its unnatural stillness. The two of you must have been walking for hours now. Your lower legs struggle to keep up in the shifting sands, and a burning sensation grows in your chest. Her mechanical pace is a reminder of how long you've gone without saying anything. But what is there to say? Maybe you should apologize. It's not like you're directly responsible, but it's hard not to be directly responsible for anything in sufficiently chaotic circumstances. On the other hand, you're almost grateful for the silence. You're still trying to shake those old images out of your minds. You're not even sure that she's mad at you. It's hard to tell from the back of her head, which is all what we've seen since the setting out on this mission, which is definitely something. But if you had to guess, in her shoes, yeah, you'll probably be still pretty mad at you. Distracting you from the conundrums of camaraderie is the re-emerging thought is that you really have been out there for a long time. Is it just you, or is the air getting hotter?
Relax. We shouldn't be too far now.
I mean, will it though? Okay, give me a second. I just have to make a little note for something before I forget it. Yeah, because this is not too far from the potential certain death. Marty seems remarkably calm. You wish you understood her. You're just hoping for rebels or anybody who won't shoot you or Marty. Actually, you take anybody that won't shoot anybody. That's definitely something. Yeah. A large sand dune lies ahead, piles of it billowing over your feet as the two of you climb. On the other side...
Well, shit.
Yeah. Well, shit is right. The signal tower cuts an imposing black shape out of the stars. Even the night sky seems brighter by comparison. What is this place? It looks a little, theatric.
That's a nice way to say garish as hell.
Yeah. You weren't meaning to be rude, you weren't meaning to be polite either, but she has a point.
As for what it is, definitely Empire. But that's all I can say for sure. There's a lot going on around here they don't tell us about.
That clears things up, by opening them to a lot of horrible possibilities. Marty frowns at you, but she's almost frowning, so to say Marty makes a more expression at you. You get how she feels. This doesn't look good. Where do the two of you go from here? An ominous feeling curls in your belly. You feel like you're rat in a trap. The sun creeps close in the horizon. The two of you will fry if you stay put, but if you head toward the building, it's almost certain you'll be spotted and caught. It's a real no-win situation and time's running out. At Marcy's expression, you realize you're not helping. Her bottom lip tucks into her teeth, while her eyes trace the horizon. She looks tired.
Didn't your Lucis tell you it's rude to stare?
Shit, he didn't mean to.
It's fine. I'll try following the power lines. Maybe one of them leads to a transformer or a maintenance tunnel.
It's a good thought. You're going over the merits and demerits of that plan when suddenly there's a noise behind you that sounds suspiciously like a hatch opening. That's because it is a hatch opening. You and Marty spin around. In front of you, their back into the brightening skyline. Appears a stranger in a brown cloak, and they have a shotgun. That's definitely not good whatsoever. Both of you immediately put your hands in the air, Marty taking a few steps back. Now the sweat on your brow is from sheer tension and from the impromptu standoff.
Good instincts. Alright, nobody move. If you cooperate, I won't put a bunch of new holes in your face. Probably.
You definitely weren't intending to move. Nope, sirree. Marty seems to feel differently. Though, you see her inching away from the corner of her eye. Come on, think you can get the two of you out of line if you could just keep it cool. Do not, under any circumstances, do that first thing. Decide to stay calm and see how this plays out. That, or you're just too tired from the long hike from over here to pull off any action here or maneuvers. You're not sure how you can run away now if you're tired.
Who sent you, huh?
That's a lot of questions. But...
Knew someday they'd figure it out. Wait. Holy shit, it's you! Yeah. What are you doing here, Lamau?
Wait a minute, Serva? Holy shit, it is them! Suddenly you have so many questions. What are they doing, Eddie, in the middle of nowhere? Where are they gonna shoot you? Why is that gun so colorful? Why are they just like Obi-Wan Kenobi? Serva smiles.
You should really, not be outside.
Yeah, obviously. You obviously know that. You're about to start telling your newfound old friend about your wild and wacky adventures and the strange circumstances they brought her here when Marcy plunges from the wrench she had and seems to slip out of her bag.
Oh, shit.
Servo falls face first into the dust and sand, kicking up a little plume around their body. Oh, crap, Rob. What the hell, Marty? Let's talk this over before we wrench people, please.
Did you somehow miss the part where they were going to shoot us?
No, but you promised they had a good reason for the shotgun threats, probably. She was a friend, almost certainly not an Imperial goon. Very unconscious for now. At least you hope they're the only unconscious. There's a tiny bit of mustard yellow on the jaw of her wrench.
I didn't kill them. Trolls are hardier than that.
Yeah, that's true. You hope she's right. The sun's almost above the horizon now. You finally notice the hatch that's open a few meters away, lifting off the crest of the sand, doing like a friendly
It's our only shot now. Let's get them down there.
Yes. Swallowing you nerves, you help her scoop up Server off the ground and carry them awkwardly down the small cramped structures below. When you might find yourself in a small access hallway that ends in the ladder to the hatch above. The air is stale and dusty, and the walls have corroded to a sickly yellow green.
This must be one of the utility bunkers. I wonder if it still connects to the water main.
You're a little more worried about Cerberell. They're definitely still breathing, at least. There's only one door leading from the hallway, and it's open into a room live with the sounds of computer fans and humming electronics. You and Marty step inside. And you're suddenly assaulted by a wave of colors and graphics and LEDs imposed on the decrepit metal rooms like aggressive photo filter. Overhead, tinting spotlights shine down in pinks and greens that almost wash a yellow dinge out of the walls and furniture. Almost.
What the hell?
Marty's expression reads skepticism, but she notices something beneath her surprise. Maybe interest? She notices you noticing.
It's filthy in here.
Right, you almost forgot which troll you were with For the moment, you don't question her weird priorities. You and Marcy put Severa down on the couch. Well, you put Severa on the couch, and Marcy starts looking around for something, you guess. Whatever she's looking for, she has to thumb through a lot of trash and empty noodle cups to not find it. You haven't noticed at first due to the sheer aesthetic making her war on your eyeballs, but Marcy's right. Everywhere below desk level, this place is a bit of a dump. While you're judging their living space, Severa returns to the wakefulness of the ground.
Ow! Ow, ow, ow!
Severa, you're so glad they're okay. Between your frantic apologies, you swear up and down that the encounter upstairs was a misunderstanding. You have a bunch of other things they want to talk about all at once, and it's quite possible that you attempt too many of them at the same time for a person with a head injury to keep up with.
She actually hit me with a wrench.
You look at Marcy. She gives a shrug and awkwardly looks to the side. Trevor grabs a towel from a nearby milk crate to press to their injury.
Listen, I'm not the one that aimed a gun at me. The alien says you're all right, so it won't happen again.
I only did what I had to do. The Empire could find this place any day, so I gotta be on my toes. It's cool though. Never been knocked unconscious before, now.
In the craziness, you've forgotten something. Alright, introductions. Marcy, this is Serva. They're an internet famous...
Moisture wave? Nah, that stuff's old news.
So they're an internet moisture wave streamer. Serva, this is Marcy, yeah.
I've moved on to the future of branded curative music streaming. We're in the era of grits pop now, baby.
Going by Serva's decor, you can't tell what the difference is. But hey, you're probably just out of touch with what the young people are into these days. There's been an indeterminate amount of years of time travel involved after all.
What the hell are you talking about?
Don't worry, they say insane shit like that all the time, Lamal. I try to ignore it.
No, I mean, what are you talking about? Music streaming in an abandoned Imperial bunker on a training satellite. What's going on down here?
Okay, I know how it looks, but there's a perfectly satisfying explanation.
Well?
Okay, I thought about it for a second. It's actually, not very satisfying at all. Unless you guys are cool, Lamal.
We're definitely cool, you say. Trust. It's not as if your story of getting here is any less absurd than theirs could possibly be.
Well, that's a good point. Anyway, on the internet, I'm just your everyday average, moderately famous, humble grits pop curative streamer. What nobody knows is how the rebels smuggled me down here about a sweep ago. You two saw the signal tower out there, right?
Yes, you definitely saw it. It had a certain intensiability-ness to it.
Isn't it dangerous to be so close?
That's the point. I'm jacked into their system right under their noses, piggybacking off their signal and stealing intel for the cause. Sending a message while we send a message, if you get me.
So that relay was you. I get it. The grits pop is a front.
What the hell? Fuck no. The grits pop is the beat pump and soul of my whole entire operation. It's like my whole life's work. Don't insult me like that.
Marcy looks unsure. With your keen senses, you detect a distinct lack of friendship happening in this room. That's plainly unacceptable, and you're very sure it improves things to have your two friends be friends with each other. Maybe Server could show you some of their work? If it's as good as they say, then surely seeing is believing. Or you guess hearing is believing, whichever.
Lol, now you're talking. Let me wake up Casper and show you guys the business.
Casper comes to life when Sivra jiggles a mouse and a bright desktop background covered in distorted troll anime girls greets you with an array of sickly sweet colors and densely layered imagery. Server opens a web browser and loads up GrubTube's channel's homepage. The thumbnails, titles, and header all match the rest of the building, which is to say they're all loud and infectious as possible. There's too much going on, you have almost no room to think, and considering all the unpleasant things you would otherwise be thinking about today, this isn't so bad.
Alright, let's hear it. Give me your appraisal. What's your take on the new brand?
You feel a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's the point. But it's cool. To be fair, you have to have an ear pressed pretty hard to the zeitgeist to really appreciate the subtleties of grits pop. You gotta really be with it.
You're with it, you're definitely with it. You love being overwhelmed. Based purely on the situations you keep finding yourself in, it must be one of your favorite hobbies.
Wow, you're even more deranged than I remember. Which I guess is my way of saying I missed you. Anyway, Glad you can appreciate what I'm doing out here.
So you're a musician?
No, Lamal. I don't produce anymore. I just stream the best stuff and do reviews of new albums. And curate playlists.
So you're like a DJ?
No, I don't do remixes or sets. I'm just like a music influencer.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre.
Yeah. I also cover news, play games, and podcasts sometimes, you know? Keeping up a multifaceted brand is what it takes these days.
And the rebellion is behind this?
Well, yeah. Britpop is an inherently progressive genre. It's subtle, but the anti-imperialist messaging is there. The Saravites and I, by which I mean the Britpop community, support and connect sympathetic content creators who are critical of the Empire. Normalize insurrection through memes. Shit like that. Take a look for yourself.
You and Marty follow their lead, standing shoulder to shoulder to look at their most recent videos. Between the streams and vlogs, it's mostly glowing reviews of already famous mid-blood musicians and podcasters. You recognize a couple big names from Chitter.
I don't get it. You look like any other channel on GrubTube.
Duh, obviously. We're playing the long game here. You see, if you want to influence people, you gotta make them feel comfortable first. Not everybody's ready to jump into something like Revolution right away. You gotta win them over. Like the right things and wear the right clothes. They gotta want to be you. Nobody wants to be some weak and bitter loser that got fucked over by the Empire, even though that's what we all are. So you gotta be cool first. You gotta be relatable yet unobtainable at the same time. Then, they'll listen to whatever you tell them. That's the power of the aesthetic.
Sir Ross sits down on their colorful gamer chair and swirling it to face you. The dramatic effect is a little undercut by how there are foot choppers and empty water bottles.
But enough about me. How did you guys even get here? And what's up with you? I haven't seen you for, like, sweeps. Now you show up out of nowhere in my super illegal space hideout? What gives?
Well, that's a great question. Marty moves to sound the couch while you jump into a complete recollection of the adventure so far. It's not until you actually have to describe it to someone that the scope of what you've been getting yourself into starts to dawn on you. Severa and Marty listen with gradual widening eyes. You tell them about the tense courtroom drama, the mysterious airlock murder, unraveling the secrets of a friend's ancestor, sensitive information redacted, of course, your daring heist of Lucis training program, and then you stop for a moment before you tell Severa about what happened during the airlock field. Out the corner of your eye, you see Marty grimace. Your own stomach turns and kills.
That was you guys? The signal towers and Chitter have been lit the fuck up since last night. It's a real mess. And it all happened right under an officer's nose. So the Empire's royally pissed. Or like, imperially pissed or whatever, the mouth.
It's not funny. A lot of people I knew are dead. None of us liked the Empire.
Sorry. I've seen a lot of people get hurt. Rebellion's dangerous. You laugh or you cry, you know?
I'm not in the rebellion.
You sure about that? 'Cause you certainly are a fugitive hiding from the Empire with an alien in a rebel hideout.
Circumstantial. I'm just trying to help somebody. That's all.
That's cool. Not really any of my business whether you're a rebellion or not. As long as you're not about to betray me to the imps.
No, wait, definitely not. No offense to the Empire here. Just need to place a crash for the day. Make a plan for whatever comes next, yes. Severa gestures grandly to the entirety of the small square room.
My hive is your hive. Make yourselves at home.
Thanks.
Sarava, was it?
Hermod. Sarava Hermod.
Marsti Hutek. So, are you going to tell people about what happened on your podcast?
God, no, are you kidding me? I can't cover that, it's way too hot. Shit like this is pure brand kryptonite. I'll get mega cancelled no matter what I fucking say.
What's the big deal? Everyone already knows about it. You said so yourself.
Yeah, but the Empire's already set the spin. As far as they're concerned, the rebels just killed a bunch of random unsuspecting trolls with no warning or provocation.
Excuse me? What's the problem with that? It's what really happened.
I know how it sounds, alright? But the revolution has enough working against it as it is. Morale is hard enough to come by without making people confront this shit.
So they just get away with it. Just because you're fighting the Empire, you can do whatever you want?
Who the fuck said that? I'm not a fan of it, alright? But it's war. And shit happens. Innocent people dying was always on the table. I'd have to be super fucking naive not to have known that.
I find it really obnoxious that you're explaining death to me.
Wow. Things are getting a little adversarial in here, and you tried to tell Marcy that Sarah didn't mean it like that.
You don't get to tell me anything. You're not even from here.
Ouch. Sarah shrugs.
It's one thing to have my own opinion, okay? It's another thing to explain it to a chat full of bloodthirsty Numas who want easy answers. They can't accept that being the good guys won't always mean being the good guys.
Then who holds you accountable? What makes your revolution any different when it's always people like me that die first, while you sit in your fucking bunker and play video games and suck up to rich people?
Hey now.
No, this is bullshit. It's disgusting you think you're accomplishing anything down here.
We all have problems. Don't take your shit out on me.
Marcy stands there, eyes red and breath heavy. In a sudden lurch, she topples on one of the emptier desks next to Serva's setup. You both jump. Trash and treasures alike go scattering to the floor as she just leaves into the access hall to get some space. Well, that happened. Serva sits, looking up the objects strewn around the ground. You rush up, clean them up, but you're having trouble discerning what was supposed to be on the floor in the first place. It's a lot like how your day is going, just a bunch of crap you thought mattered, jumbled together with garbage and bucket floor of life. You stopped introspecting for long enough to apologize to Serva for the desk, though you're hesitant to criticize Marcy's feelings. She's been through a lot, you explain to them. Please don't be mad at her.
It's no biggie, seriously. I hear worse from my followers, like, every day of my life.
Wow. You thank Serva for being understanding, but you also doubt any of their fans would have been overturned their furniture or hit them over the head with a wrench.
You have a point, lol. But trust me, shit is brutal. You don't know what it's like out there, being the planet's third most popular Gritspop streamer, moderating a Discord with literally dozens of people in it, live streams with like 20 to 30 regulars. Sometimes I wonder if it's all worth it, you know, the things I go through.
Oh, is 30 lots? Serva makes a face.
It's not about the numbers, it's about the vibes. Let me tell you, the vibes are bordering apocalyptic. You can't imagine the scrutiny I'm under with nearly 7,000 followers on Twitter. But you know what they say. The crown is heavy.
Heavy is the heart that wears the crown. Crown actually sounds fine, featherweight even, compared to, well, yesterday, for Marcy. It's entirely possible your recent experiences have raised the bar for heavy.
That's alright. People just don't get why this stuff is a big deal to me. I'm used to it.
That's not exactly what you meant, but you have a feeling that Serva just isn't hearing you. Whatever, it's not really important that you get every single troll you meet completely on board with your conflicting and admirably nested worldview. It's important to take people as they are. After all, you did just sort of arrive unexpectedly in their house, bunker, room.
Oh shit, where are my manners? Let me give you the grand tour.
I need just checking the phone first. Server on. Head entry gang, turn up, concussion, thought I was gone for a second. What? That's like, said low. Nostalgic sweat. Wonder who's that purple blood. Servo stands perfectly still for a few unbroken seconds.
So this is basically it. In this corner I do all my streaming and editing, and eating. Most of the stuff I do, actually. In this corner I sleep, and in that corner is where I battle my crippling self-doubt.
Interesting. Take a moment to seriously appraise the mental breakdown corner. It looks like a good place as any. You might make use of the facilities later if it's no trouble.
Knock yourself out, Lamel. Not literally, please.
What about the fourth corner?
We don't speak of what happens in the fourth corner. But yeah, that's the place I've been spending the last sweep. Hive, sweet hive.
That's right. They said they came here a sweep ago. Geez, without ever going outside or seeing another troll?
Yep. You and that Musty lady are my first visitors, like, ever. Technically, you shouldn't even be here, Mal. It's, like, super hazardous to your health.
Wow, that sounds horribly lonely and depressing and sad.
To be honest, it's basically the same as I was living before. So yeah, Mel. But it beats a culling fork.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Besides, what were my options? Even if I'm stuck streaming planetside to a bunch of voracious pre-malts, I gotta keep doing what I love, instead of getting shipped off to some crappy Goldblood gig in the fleet. So, I can't complain.
You argue that they absolutely could complain, but they just shrug their shoulders, and you really don't like to disagree or judge. After all, it's like Marcy said, you're not even from here. Not only that, but you haven't been here for sweeps. You've missed out on so much, clearly. You have so many questions that you really don't know where to begin.
You really did just, like, disappear. But shoot, ask whatever you want. I'm an open glyphrium.
So, how did they get involved with the rebels?
Kinda hard to believe, isn't it? For a long time, I didn't want to take any more risks. There was this regular in my stream who seemed pretty chill. I looked up his profile and he and I got to talking. Normally, I wouldn't have done something like that, especially not high blood.
Yeah, when something funny happens.
But I don't know. He, like, had a good vibe, did me some solid favors. He had all these ideas about resisting the Empire, hacking into drones, really causing some ruckus.
Maverick.
Said he had this friend who showed up and inspired him. I was like, no shit, you too?
Wait, do they mean...
Yep, recognize the sign on your hoodie.
Malik, you always have to get more backstory in your hacker friend. It's like he's really managed to get some traction on the whole revolution thing.
So, yeah, one thing led to another. Now I'm running transmissions for some crew of like-minded renegades I've barely even met. But we're tight as hell. Guess we both got you to thank. You kinda seriously changed my life, to be honest.
Why the new look?
Things change with the times, my dude. You gotta ride the wave or get swept under.
Well, yeah, I get that, but they used to say the influencers were the ones who set the trend.
What's wrong with my clothes? You think I wouldn't dress like this if it wasn't to do numbers on GrickTalk? Can't believe you really think I'm that shallow. Rude, TBH.
No, you didn't mean it that way. You would never accuse your dear friend of Sirrat of doing inauthentic things online to get reactions out of people. Perish the thought.
Val, you got so much more bitchy over the years. But it's cool. I think it suits you, kinda. Gives you an edge.
Thanks? Yeah, you're gonna go thanks. So, why Grits Pop?
Like I said, Moisture Wave's dead. Long live Moisture Wave.
Yeah, but why Grits Pop specifically? You're asking what Sivra likes about it.
It's like scratching an itch in your pan. The chaos really embodies how it feels, you know?
How what feels?
The Mal. Everything.
So, about the relay. You asked Sivra a little bit more about the relay marks you picked up. Is that sort of thing that they're doing out here?
You bet. That last list was a big group of trolls the Empire disappeared recently. Some jobs, they pull you off your socials and nobody knows if you lived or died. Basically, those are who's left after we confirmed aliveness on the others. Sent it out to see if any folks know where they are.
So the rebels haven't found anyone on the list?
Sadly.
Could Sivra penetrate any deeper into the Empire's system maybe? Try and get more info?
What's with the stereotypes, Foul? I'm not a hacker. I just run the comms.
Sorry, you meant could the rebels have found anything more?
Sorry, pal. That's all we got.
For a moment, Sivra looks suddenly serious.
Hey, so while we're talking, I mean, I don't want to get into your business or anything, but let's talk about your friend for a sec.
Marty, respectfully, you hope this isn't some sort of brand lecture or advice about internet popularity.
What? No. I'm not 7 anymore. Give me some credit. Is she, like, alright, Lamau?
Marty, you hope so. That's just what you were worried about. You can't seem to get your mind off it.
Keep your voice down. I mean, like, is she keeping it together?
Keeping it together? Yes, she was pretty angry.
She fucking snapped, Lamau. It happens. All trolls get like that sometimes, not just high bloods. It's just that the lower castes like us aren't encouraged to throw our weight around. And high bloods are stereotyped as always going off their shit. And you know what they say? Life mimics art.
Really wouldn't know what they say. I guess that's a part of your whole problem down here.
So, like, at the risk of coming off as, like, nosy as fuck, she's clearly running herself ragged. Coming out here in the first place was already desperate and stupid, so, like, What the fuck is up with that?
In retrospect, you agree, but you try to explain to Marcy it's just like that. There's nothing you can do once she's made up her mind.
That's obnoxious. Real inconsiderate to her friend she's lugging around. Maybe she should, like, cut that out. Or get a Moirail or something. Lamau.
Oh, are they suggesting?
What? Oh, no, not me. I couldn't Moirail a hive plant, Lamau. Just speaking generally.
Wow, you have no idea where they even start on that front. You don't think Marcy has any quadrants. You're not even sure she has a lot of friends. The opportunities right now are a little slim, not to mention she seems a little preoccupied. On top of all that, you wouldn't even say you and Marcy are super duper friendly right now, or before, or ever. You're more like a stubborn acquaintance who's attached herself to her side. You totally lack the rapport to give her that kind of counsel. You remember how well that went the first time you met her. Not very, said Russ.
Just take it as, like, friendly advice. Or forget I said anything, Lamau. That's probably even better.
Okay, sure, you'll add that to the pile of things you're trying to forget. With any luck, you'll forget about the daunting size of the pile first.
Say, how about you and I cook up some magic while we're waiting for your friend to calm down?
Cook magic? You're pretty hungry, and right now you're pretty certain you'll always have an inexplicable fondness for wizards. They can count you in.
Sick. I mean, I don't know about wizards. Best I can offer is some cut ramen and MREs. But I think you and I could whip up some really slick imagery. How about you help me make the thumbnail for my next video?
Really? That's a lot of responsibility. It's our life work we're talking about here.
I've only got one rule. Don't work with a head injury. Come on, at Alien Invasion of 1. You're my only hope.
Come on, Obi-Wan. Not one to let a friend down. You're already rolling up your sleeves. Let's make the grittiest, poppiest thumbnail the world's ever seen. Holy crap, that's a whole fucking lot. This is like a lot. Trevor shrugs and laughs. Guess that's kind of the whole point here, but still, a lot. Okay. Cycle the can. Ooh, interesting backgrounds. And this is not for my series. It's obviously rotating it, rotate, like flipping, rotating, decrease, increase, clear, quick to save your work. Wait, click and drag? Oh wait, add the... decrease the size just a tad. Change the background. Yeah, I like this the best. Increase this a whole bunch. Let's see here. This as well. I don't know. Silver laughs and gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, nice job. You want to go ahead and save this, or you want to try and make it even better?
I'm really happy with this one. While you're working, Server gets you a cup of noodles hot and fresh from the microwave, tucked into the unspeakable corner. You slurp noisily while the master assesses the student's work. You're the student, it's you. Server takes a long while, their thumbs fingers resting on their stubbly chin. You're hanging off the edge of your seat, which is right now one of the milk crates you put alongside the workstation.
Fucking wow. You did it again. This is like on a whole other level of stupid.
Is that bad?
Are you kidding me? It's perfect. I'm posting it to Chitter like instantly. They are gonna eat this up. You have no idea. Won't be able to give you the credsies though. You know how it is with all the discourse going on.
No, you get it. Besides, you didn't do it for the credit. You did it for the most important word of all.
Friendship? It's friendship, right? Come on, please just tell me it's friendship.
Friendship. The word is friendship.
Dope.
You log on to your own Twitter account so you can see Server's posts and make sure to give it a like and a reach it. You also take the opportunity to scroll through of your timeline a little, continuing the friendship of appreciating vibes as you browse through a parade of familiar usernames, which totally gonna do. New video dropping now, lol, check RubTube, you guys are not gonna ready for this thumbnail. Holy shit, that's just the worst. Oh, we'll get to it. Oh shit, that reminds you, almost forgot. You start to explain to Server the circumstances of being here and what you can offer them. A way out to Alphaternia, a place where none of the threats of the Empire or pressures that they or Marty are experiencing will ever be a problem again. Then you remember Skylar and Konya, Sulsa tells you that some people have reasons to say. Wonder what Server
Me?
wants.
Damn, that's a tough question.
What are you up to? What are you doing to... Why are you doing this to us?
Leave everything I work so hard for. The epic highs and lows of Grits Pop streaming. My Empire beats. And all the other rebels and Saravites counting on me. But also not have a death sentence hanging over my head.
I just realized his desktop looks like the game of life, I think. Somber looks on Sever's face, their blurry hands into their pockets of their corduroy trousers.
I'm gonna level with you. Normally I wouldn't tell you this. Wouldn't show weakness and stuff. But between you and me, I know my days are numbered one way or another. I'm getting too old for the scene, you know? The writing's on the wall. I'm losing subscribers all the time. Maybe it's time to pass the metaphorical torch. What do you think I should do?
Stay and help. No, it's silly. You don't have to be good spot humor to make a difference. So focus on you with a familiar, suspicious glare.
So you think it's dumb too, huh?
No, you swear you get the music's cool and you like it too. You really love what Shiver has done with the brands. But like they said, the rebellion's counting on them. And if it's possible to change the whole empire, then why not the life of that one troll? Who knows what Shiver or Haman can really do if they never even let themselves try?
Damn, I didn't expect you to pull some profound shit like that on me. I get where you're coming from, but it's hard to even imagine myself doing something else. This is literally the only shit that's ever made sense to me. The only shit I've been able to think mattered.
That's not true at all, you tell them. There's something they're forgetting. Something that they've had for as long as they've known you.
What are you talking about? Wait. Oh god. If you say friendship.
Friendship! While Sever is busy being unimpressed with you, Marcy returns through the front door. It's almost to take you out of your euphoric stupor. A moment of awkward silence hangs between the three of you. Her anger seems drained out of her, and neither of you or Sever seems to know what to say.
Sorry for the desk.
Nah, it's cool. It's not like you're wrong about me. Who the fuck am I to judge?
I did hit you with a wrench.
No worries. It's precipitation under the traversement planks. Truce?
Yeah, truce.
Sever and Marcy shake on it. It's a chilly agreement, but you'll take it. Mutual respect born from necessity is better than nothing, and right now it seems like all these two can give. Progress!
Hey, since we're friendly and all, we should celebrate.
Sever produces the weird bug vape pen you remember from clutter corner of the computer disk. Oh shit, it might even be the same one.
Consider it a peace offering, if you're up for it.
But hey, you wouldn't mind a little chill out assistance for as long as the daylight traps you down in this bunker? Yeah, okay.
I think I'll pass.
Okay, but you might get kinda hotboxed. This room is, small and not well ventilated, Lamal.
It's fine.
Cool. Let's get faded as hell.
Surfer starts by dimming the light. They clean the mouthpiece with some paper towels and rubbing alcohol on the desk. Then you take a deep inhale without actually touching the lips to it, and hand you the bug. You follow their lead. It doesn't even feel weird to you. It doesn't even weird you out this time. You hold it to your chest for a 1 heartbeat too, and then let it back out of your cloudy spiral. Hey, you might actually be getting pretty good at this stuff, neato. In no time at all your body is comfortable and distant. You soak in the colors and shapes, and you get nicely situated down on the bunker floor in a little nest and crumpled papers and cans. Your trash brethren surround you, and you and your new garbage family have so much in common. Right now, Surfer's home feels nice and insulated both from the heat of the outside and chaos of Artanian light. Even Marty seems a bit relaxed. Her head leans back onto the couch, her eyes closed. You just watch her breathe for a while, and suddenly relieved and grateful that she's alive. You're high enough that the sentiment doesn't seem totally weird.
So, what's your story?
Me?
Yeah. You came all this way just to help somebody?
Not somebody. A Goldblood. Named Follicle. She had void rot. They're probably shipping her out to be a heatsink for some carrier's ship's supercomputer. I want to know what happened to her. Thought that if I was lucky enough to get a chance to help someone for once, I should take it. So here I am.
Damn. Sorry, I can't help. The rest of the data was locked down pretty tight. Best I can do is try to ask the rebels to get you a ride out of here.
It's fine. I'm just lucky not to be dead.
Did you, know her super well or something?
Not really.
Then what the hell are you doing, Lamel? You're risking your own hide after all.
Just worked out that way. Might as well try, now that I'm a fugitive.
Shit. There's the guilt, mercifully numbed by your lightheadedness.
What were you up to before you were a fugitive?
Attack pilot. I was due for the front lines by next sweep.
A dogfighter? Shit. I would have run too, Lamel.
I didn't run. I never even thought of running. Running would just mean that some other Rustblood would have to fly my ship.
Silver passes you the pen again, and you take a couple more deep breaths that pull you farther and farther away from that emotional immediacy of the conversation. The sadness is distanced like from an old memory.
You could now, though, right? Your friend was telling me about how they can get us out of here. You got a take on that?
Marty looks at you. Your good vibes curdle a little under her focus. You never really seem to understand her at all.
You know who we kill out there, right? Aliens like you. Millions of them. For every dead Rustblood, there's probably 100 people that did nothing wrong besides exist in the Empire's way. Have you ever thought about that?
What? No, weirdly. Wow. That's really, really sad.
I don't fight the Empire. Somebody else flies my ship. Sounds like the worst of both worlds.
All the best. Bad shit's gonna happen either way. At least in this plan, you're not fucking dead, Lamel.
Maybe.
Sounds like that's not enough for you, though.
I'm losing my train of thought.
I warned you, Lamel.
Why this? Why any of it?
You mean the streaming?
Yeah, I never understood the internet.
You sound like 500 sweeps old.
Marty shrugs. The question stood in the air, unanswered.
I don't know. Something kind of magic about how even when everything in the world seems so broken, you can just log on and find some guy out there making the coolest shit you've ever seen in your life. I want to be a part of the few good things this world has to offer.
No, I actually forgot. It's actually kind of nice to confide in some people for a change when they're not backstabbing slime balls.
Is that so wrong?
Liking something doesn't mean it helps anybody.
I know, but if we don't have things we like, what's the point?
Either I'm high, or you're suddenly very persuasive.
Why can't it be both?
You should really let me clean in here.
Huh? No, I don't need you to, clean up after me. That feels kinda icky to me, Castaways.
Shut up. Don't make it weird.
Castaways. Sounds like a little... like castaways. Islands, trash, left behind, like skate skin. This is all really important to you suddenly, though the details of your epiphany are a little hazy. Marcy stands up and finds with some difficulty some cleaning implements. She goes and finds the desk and starts inspecting the RMBG.
Whoa, careful with Casper. He's delicate.
Relax. I won't break it. I know what a computer is.
She overturns it, and a little avalanche of tiny crumbs and dust comes rolling out. A startling giggle erupts from your throat while she starts picking up a little off the desk and sweeping the surface.
Okay, this is getting weird, lol. You guys can have the couch for tonight. I'll sleep in the closet. Yell if you need me.
You yell if you need me, and a volume unknown, you're determined by your intoxicated mind. Marcy snorts and Snifra disappears into the room second door, leaving the two of you alone. You climb yourself onto the couch and bundle in for the day. Marcy stays away, collecting your trash brothers into a bin. She wipes down the wall and desk and takes apart electronics and displays to blow away the dust. The rattling of clutter and sweeping out the floors is soothing. Before long, you fall deeply asleep to the sound of her reassembling keycaps on Casper's glyph board. Sometime later, you wake up to the clean bunker, and you just have enough time to take in how renewed the place feels before Severus sits down a fresh MRE and a milk crate in front of you, freshly reheated anyways. And let's see, L-word, gonna go dark for a bit, not doing great, marvelous. Don't get me wrong, love it up here, you just wish it a little bit less the way it is, you know? And Zebra, might be off chitter a bit, gotta take care of some stuff, selling upstairs, we need to talk. So... and anyways, this, I'm actually going to save it here. I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path, forever might lead you into the future. Goodbye, everybody.